EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Cheifs Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
MT. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tape. Dot.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And his first pass is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the... It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
To the air again, Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines.
12, 12,
Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
11, 11. Dot.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
On the quick, right?
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
1 down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
All right.
On 1st down, Haywood breaks a tackle. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
All right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Haywood. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 19 yards away. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Dot. 11, Thomas. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Now Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Stroud looking to change the play. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And now it's blocked, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Come on, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
11 MT, tape. Dot.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Flush to his right. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
11 Thomas. Dot.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. They'll keep it on the ground. Haywood. And some room to run now. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Escaping the pressure right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
12. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Mullins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Here's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
On one, ready? Gun. 12. Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Cockrell holds it in left side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly.
11.
A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Open man is Higgins. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11 MT.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Open man is Chase, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bengals 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Over.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to have the... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Well, he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chigakankro from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Stroud looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Mixon on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Mixing up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Stroud out of the gun here. Steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Next to score, Texans 34, Bengals 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.